Coming up on TekThing, Eufy Genie, Anker makes a $35 Echo Dot. CrashPlan dumps consumers. What should you do for backup? Fing finds everything on your network. And how about that Eclipse? All that and more coming up on TekThing. Thank you, patrons. Without your support via patreon.com/TekThing, we wouldn't be able to make the show for you each and every week. Join the crew that makes TekThing possible at patreon.com/TekThing. Thank you.
I'm Shannon Morse.
And I'm Patty Norton.
And this is TekThing, where we have something useful in every single show.
And we promise we're going to wait till the end of the show to get all giddy about the Eclipse.
But I want to get giddy now. Oh, okay.
First tech, then giddy.
Okay. So we have a lot to cover today, but we decided that we would start it off with something small and adorable. It's called the Eufy Genie. It's so cute! So you can find this over at Amazon.com. It's basically a $35 Echo Dot that Anker, they're basically partners in life, Eufy, which is created by the same people that
they
do
created
Anker.
a lifestyle brand.
Exactly,
for the
they did.
Internet
A
of
smart
Things.
home brand. They made this cute little smartphone speaker that works with the same Amazon devices as the Echo, which first off, everyone...
Trigger warning.
Yeah, mute your Amazon Echo. We are going to use the word Alexa during this segment. They are going to bother you during the segment if you don't, so just pause the video and mute it right now. So you can currently get the Eufy Genie for $34.99. It just released this month. So basically, it accepts all the hands-free voice controls that the Echo does. So how it works is you plug it into power, it's not battery powered at all, and you download this Eufy Home app, which is available for iOS as well as Android.
Good.
You connect to the app to the Genie to get the Genie connected to your wireless. And by the way, I should probably mention that it's only 2.4 gigahertz connection, so you cannot connect it to 5 gigahertz. So keep that in mind when you are setting it up. Basically, you just log into your Amazon account via the Eufy Home app, so you do have to have that separate app on your phone to access all of your settings and skills. And then you speak to it with Alexa, and you can ask it, what's the weather in Richmond, California?
I'm Alexa, and I'm here to help.
Thank you. And you use that as the code word as you normally would with an Amazon Echo. So the Eufy Genie uses audio smart far field voice processing, just like the Alexa does. Sorry. To hear your voice even in a really loud room. So I tested this in a couple of different areas. It heard me mumbling at a low tone over my really loud TV when I was playing like Netflix, Vampire Diaries and stuff like that. It also heard me when I was playing music very loudly, and it also heard me when my husband was talking in the room next to me. So it did very well, and it worked very similar to the Amazon Echoes that I was familiar with. For playback, the sound quality from the 2-watt speaker is better than the Dot in my own experience, and they claim that it is 200% more volume. I live in a building that has neighbors, so I couldn't turn it up to 200% more volume, but I was able to get it louder than the Dot.
Okay.
So from my experience, it does get louder. It is very clear, it's very easy to understand the replies to it, so I can say, Alexa, weather in Richmond, California.
Right now in Richmond, California, it's 62 degrees with cloudy skies. Today's forecast has intermittent clouds, with a high of 72 degrees and a low of 58 degrees.
So it does work very well. It's very, very clear to understand. You can tell that it doesn't have that nice bass experience that you would get from like a really nice speaker, but it's similar to the Dot and to the Echo like you would normally feel.
Well, there's like a 3.5 millimeter output jack if you want to
there
connect
is.
it to an external speaker.
Yeah, that's the next thing I want to mention. So if you do want to plug in a better speaker, there is that 3.5 millimeter jack, and it is also micro USB, so you can use other adapters if you want to, if you lose this one, for example. There are a few streaming services that are not available through this. They are only available with Amazon's devices. Like voice controlling with Spotify is currently not available. Pandora does work, but is currently going through some upgrades through the service. So that's going to be down for 2 weeks. I wasn't able to test Pandora. Also, there is no Alexa deals. So if you like buying things through Alexa deals, you can't do that. And there's no drop-in and there is no calling.
One of the things you've talked about is using Bluetooth to connect to an external Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
Can you do that with this?
Nope, no
Okay.
Bluetooth either. But it's also $34, $35.
Will
so.
the Echo Dot do Bluetooth connections to an external speaker?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'll check with that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, so Eufy backs the device with a 12-month warranty, which is excellent, and they do have automatic updates straight to the application and to the device too, which is awesome because you don't have to worry about like smart device getting hacked or anything like that. I really trust Anker, which is great.
Yeah, Anker's been amazing.
Yeah.
I had a battery die. They had a new one out to me in 24 hours.
Yeah, their warranties are awesome. And I love the fact that they do those automatic updates. And of course, you can also chat with support via the application. So the application has chat available. If you have any issues, if you're trying to figure out how to set it up, if you have problems with that, you can chat with service at Eufy, which I thought was so cool, especially since it's such an inexpensive device and there is no membership fee or anything like that. Lastly, the Eufy Genie will work with the Eufy RoboVac and other Eufy smart home products as well for voice controlling. So if you ended up getting that RoboVac that I featured a couple of months ago. They also have a few smart home light bulbs that you can purchase that also work with this. All of them work perfectly fine. So it's a fun device. It was really cool to test out.
So $15 cheaper than the Echo Dot. Slightly better speaker.
Yeah.
The possibility of excellent security, assuming Eufy actually writes the updates.
Exactly. Yeah, keep an eye on it for sales. Like right now, it's available for $35. They do say that it is up to $59.99 when it's not on sale. So definitely keep an eye on Camel. It did just release, so they have that awesome sale price going right now. I would say, if you want to compare this to the Dot. If you really like the functionalities that only the Echo devices give you, stick with the Dot. If you don't care to use those, like personally, I have a lot of paranoia when it comes to like people being able to drop in and call me and stuff like that. I prefer this over the Dot because I don't need those features. I don't need the streaming services.
But what about the Amazon deals?
I don't use the Amazon deals either. I just need weather reports and like news reports, and that's it, and I'm good to go. So I really like this this little itty bitty speaker. I thought it was really cool and a great price.
Sounds like a big thumbs up.
Yeah, big thumbs up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got a question about automating your home by talking to it? Shannon will be glad to answer your questions because I have not let a listening device into my home yet. Ask at TekThing.com or tweet
at Snubs.
Please.
I am a Cylon. I should clarify, yes, the Echo Dot does support Bluetooth speakers. I just Googled it.
You're amazing, Google.
Yay, Google. All right, on to a tweet.
We got a tweet. We got a great tweet. This was back in June. J.M. Papolitas tweeted out, just wanted to give a shout out to CrashPlan. They still offer Pound Unlimited for $60 a year.
Oh,
yeah.
Yay.
And then a couple days ago, John tweets, well, never mind.
Aww.
Yeah. If you're a CrashPlan customer, and a lot of us out there are, you've probably heard about this. Important changes to CrashPlan for home service. And you're like, yeah, they're going to do something. They're going to cancel it. Effective August 22nd, 2017, Code 42 will no longer offer new or renew CrashPlan for home subscriptions, and we will begin to sunset the product over several months.
Aww.
Yeah. Basically, CrashPlan realized they make more money off the business side of their business rather than the consumer side of their business.
Yep.
If you're backed up, you have until the end of your current subscription plus 60 additional days to migrate your data. The switch goes off on everything on October 23rd, 2018, so no more using their app for free local and peer-to-peer backups either. Yeah, this really sucks.
It does, yeah.
Which brings us to the big question, where do you move to?
I saw a lot of bummed out messages, like Twitter TekThing was blowing up because people were tweeting us and saying, where should I go? What should I do? I'm panicking right now. So I keep recommending to people to check out SpiderOak.com. SpiderOak 1 is the one that I've been using for a long time. It's my personal favorite. I've been using it and paying for it for my own account for years. Prices vary depending on how much storage you need. Like this one has 1 terabyte for $12 per month, 5 terabytes for $25 a month. If you don't need that much, it goes down in price. I got in on a deal that was happening during the holidays. It was $129, I believe, for unlimited storage per year. So keep an eye out for discounts like that because I'm storing over 1 terabyte for $130 a year, which is great.
That's a big discount for SpiderOak.
Yeah, it's huge. They do have automatic backups, they have syncing, they have cross-platform, including Linux, and they also have that awesome zero-knowledge policy, which is huge for me. There was one time when I forgot my password. They couldn't help me at all, so remember your password. Like, put it in a password manager if you need to.
I'm laughing because that's the ultimate nightmare.
Yeah.
I have 6 terabytes of data that will only take 3,000 to 4,000 years to unlock.
Yeah, right?
That would be bad.
But it is my favorite, and it's worked nonstop for several years, so I've been using it constantly.
Yeah, one of the things I think a lot of people don't realize is Spider Oak has the encrypted, you basically create your own password, encrypt it.
Yeah.
Period. That's the only way you can have an account on their site.
Right.
Most of the other sites will offer that as something you can go in and turn on in the settings.
Right.
And that's like, you know, you got to dig, but it's in there. CrashPlan's really funny. They're like, go to our partner Carbonite. Don't. CrashPlan Small Business is an option. It's normally $10 per month for unlimited, which is twice the cost of what CrashPlan Home was, and way more than some of the family plan deals that CrashPlan were offering, which basically let you back up half the universe unlimited for a modest price. Code 42, they say they'll transfer your remaining time. They'll give free instant migration, plus a 75% discount on your first year if you move to CrashPlan for Small Business.
Oh, okay.
Now, I mentioned Carbonite. Who, in the distant past, Carbonite has been an advertiser on shows I've worked on.
Yeah.
You won't know that from the next statement. It's $60 to $150 a year. They throttle uploads.
Oh.
Yeah. That's bad.
Yeah.
I want the, you know, especially if you have a lot of data to back up. Oh, look, do we work with video every week? We do.
We do.
We do. You know, so they throttle uploads, which is not cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's cool for them because it's part of a business model, whatever. Their Mac support is also weak compared to their Windows support. I would skip Carbonite. The one that most people are recommending, and that's probably my next one, is Backblaze. Really, really good upload speeds, unlimited cost, no peer-to-peer or local or crazy family deals. I mean, that was one of the really cool things about CrashPlan is you could basically, like, Shannon and I could share encrypted, like, we'd be like, I can share my data with Shannon's computer. Not that
totally.
she wouldn't see my data, but you could create your own cloud storage network using space on your friend's computer, or you could use it to back up locally. Backblaze doesn't do that. You know, and they don't have those crazy family deals, but unlike CrashPlan, they're actually still taking consumer businesses at a modest cost.
That's kind of important.
Yeah, well, and it's unlimited too, which is a big deal. Unlimited online backup. They are not throttling your upload speeds.
Yeah.
So Backblaze prices are pretty reasonable. Unlimited data for Mac or PC, $5 for computer. That's $60 a year, or $50 if you buy all at once. $95 for 2 years. And hey, it's something to think about. And here, just for fun, let's check our speed with their online Fing.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
52 megabits down.
Yeah.
Because we don't have, normally we have multiple bonded cable modems, but we're running a single cable modem right now. How about the upload speed? Come on, Backblaze. Come on. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's still not bad.
25.
Yeah. It's better than what I get at home.
I'll have to test this at home.
Oh yeah, on your new ISP. Ooh, I'm curious.
Yeah, because I can get up to like 100 megabit up on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, in any case, they are an option. They are pretty reasonably priced. And hey, you got a recommendation for online storage for everybody out there to replace CrashPlan with? Do us a favor, email ask@TekThing.com. Got a question? Curious to see us review something on TekThing? Got a tip or an idea? Please fire them out to ask@TekThing.com, or you can tweet @TekThing, @Snubs, or @Patrick Norton. Hey, if you want to be part of the crew that makes TekThing possible, please contribute to the show at patreon.com/TekThing. Do you have a network?
Yes.
Did you ever think to yourself, I would really like to be able to find the IP address of all the things on my network?
Yes.
Or maybe all of the things on your network and to be able to find what they are?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Nmap.
like Shannon, you will enjoy Fing.
Fing.
Fing. It's find and ping.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's where this Android and iOS utility Fing gets its name from, find and ping.
That's cute.
It is cute. It's also really fast. It's a network IP scanner, right? It's a fast network IP scanner. It finds all the things on your network. That's its primary purpose. It might sound silly, but if you're trying to figure out if that new speaker or thermostat or computer or laptop or phone is actually connecting to your network, or say if you have children or friends buttons that maybe sneak things on your network that you don't want on there. This is a way to figure out what's on there. A ton of useful features are built into the app. And it's a really, really nice design too. You can use it with multiple networks. You can ID them on a map. You can add notes, get notifications if new devices show up. You can run port scans. It's really, really slick. And you know, the video, we're just running a video right there. If I bring my phone up here and turn on Reflector and actually log in, So these are two networks that are on my computer right now, but what I want to go to right now is Tools. And let's just type in Google. And if I type in .com, it'll actually find it. And check it out, we're doing a DNS lookup right there, it resolves the name. And I can run a ping on a website. And something that the Android application does that the iOS application doesn't do is it'll do a trace route.
Oh, nice.
So if you're having difficulty accessing something remotely, it has a beautiful visual trace route tool.
That can be really handy to figure out which device along the line is broken, or if it's even one of your devices, especially if you're talking to an ISP. Yeah,
you know, if you have an account, the other thing it does, it'll give you the brand and model information for the devices that are covered because it has more extensive kind of, basically, it has a lot of information on the app. It gives you even more information about the devices if you create an account. It can recognize multiple access points. They merge them into one network.
Wow.
Yeah, and you'll be able to back up that network information and access it anywhere you have an internet connection. So if you'd be like, which things do I have at the home network? What things are on the work network? Or if you are managing multiple networks, it's an easy way to look at what was on the inventory last time you went through it. So along with adding a trace route tool, which I really, really like, the Android version can add a room to the devices you find. So you can basically be like, these are in the living room, these are in the family room, these are in the kitchen. It's got a dark mode so you can use it at night without blowing your eyes out. And I love that it's ad-free.
Yay!
Yay! I have not tested the Fing box, and that's like an $89 device which will monitor your network 24/7 even when you don't have the app running on your phone. It can block devices, create a digital fence. It can ID the devices that use the most bandwidth, the bandwidth fogs.
Wow.
It's $89. Fing.io is the place to get it. And if you just want the apps, go to the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store.
So cool.
I like it.
If y'all have any kind of utilities that you find incredibly useful and you want to share them with everybody in the TekThing fam, send an email to ask@tekthing.com. We would love to share it with everybody who watches the show. We got an email from Blake who writes, I've been doing a lot of VR development this last year and wanted a solution to my insufficient screen space problem. While I looked at monitors like the Dell you reviewed, I found that they were pretty expensive. I've moved to using a 4K TV as a monitor. I did the math and found that the 43-inch TV keeps about the same pixel size as my old monitors. This provides me with the screen space of 4 by 1080p monitors without any bezels. Wow. Care needs to be taken for TV and HDMI cable selection to get a 60 Hz refresh rate, which is pretty important, and folks with a 4K TV as a monitor should learn the hotkeys for moving screens around. Aside from those caveats, it's been great. The best part, about $650, and there are likely viable cheaper alternatives now. From Blake.
All right.
Wow,
nice work,
so
Blake.
cool. And we've gotten plenty of questions about using TVs as monitors, so it's good to hear that it's possible.
Yeah, you really have to be careful, like with the size on it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. First up, nice work, Blake. Second, I managed to pick up my Dell Ultrawide for about the same price as $650, because I shop. I don't coupon like you do, but boy, I can wait for a bargain.
Me too.
And it really, really pays to shop around. It also pays to see if you can find reviews on the color, black levels, and backlighting quality on smaller HD TVs.
Yes.
Because the manufacturers, they spend all the engineering and all the money on a lot of the big TVs because that's where their biggest margins are.
Right.
And they tend not to spend as much time on getting the image quality nailed in the smaller, more price-sensitive models. And you'll notice that if you're the kind of person who would notice that kind of thing, because of uneven backlighting.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
I noticed that a lot with my my TV at home, which was cheap. I bought it in 2011, and the blacks are not deep. It's kind of a gray more than black.
Blacks are so much better than they used to be.
Yeah, I need to upgrade. Ooh, it's time.
Oh my goodness. It's actually crazy, especially on the OLEDs, because with the OLEDs, they switch the transistor off, and it is as black as that pixel can get.
They look incredible.
And they're also like $3,000.
That's true.
But if you wait, first of all, if you're in need of a new television, and seriously, if you aren't, wait, because the longer you wait, the more quality you will get, and you will spend less money getting it.
Yes.
If you are looking for Well, okay, so this is TCL's 55P607 55-inch 4K Ultra HD Roku Smart LED TV. It's a 2017 model. This is a fantastic TV for anybody that doesn't want to spend $1,500 to $3,000 for the best full-on video file color HDR experience possible. On a 55 or 65 inch. Robert and I have been talking about this on AVXL. If you want to spend less than $1,000, this is an amazing TV.
Cool.
Unfortunately, 55 inches is probably way too big for a desktop monitor if you want to use it full screen, unless you can get more than 3 feet away from it. And when you get more than 3 feet away from it, yeah, you're going to want to watch the scaling on the text. Using a 55-inch monitor at less, at like 3 feet, you're going to have like tennis match effect. Now that's probably not a big deal if you have like 4 1080p screens of information up on the screen and you're working on this one, then you're working on this one, then you're working on this one, then you're working on that one. It's not such a big deal.
Yeah.
But if you want to use the whole screen, it can be a little like, just saying. I'd stick to close as 40 inches as you can for a desktop and try to make sure the desk, your seating gets you about 3 feet away.
Yeah.
By the time you get down to a 30, 34-inch screen, the resolution distance tables puts the ideal distance as low as 2 feet.
Okay.
So it's a little crazy, but a 55-inch monitor 2 feet away is going to drive you nuts because you're going to be, it's like sitting in the front row at the movie theater.
Yep. I can't do it. No way.
Great email. Thank you so much for sharing that one.
And we also got a message from Dave, who is a correspondent for the Weather Channel. He writes, "Greetings, Patrick and Shannon. First of all, great show. I've been watching since it was called The Screensavers. Ah ha ha ha." That's funny. I wanted to share another great use for Google Maps offline. Earlier this year, we were shooting a documentary about venomous snakes in Sri Lanka. Even with my phone on airplane mode the entire time, I was able to use downloaded boxes of Google Map goodness that covered most of the country's 25,000 square miles. I knew what city we were in, what road we were on, and how far we were from the next stop. What I couldn't do was star the places we visited since I was offline in the van. I got around this by copying any GPS coordinates I wanted to save into a text memo on my GS7. When we got back to the hotel Wi-Fi, I would load those saved coordinates into Google Maps and boom, I had the makings of an interactive map without a shred of cell coverage in the middle of nowhere. Take care of that broken wing and enjoy the Eclipse, from Dave.
Snakes!
It's better!
Look, I can do this without screaming. Woo!
And my voice is back. It's been back for a while now.
Oh my goodness. So http://bit.ly/snakestorm-map.
Wow.
Snakes! Snakes on a map!
So cool.
Yeah, he basically has all of it. Got new anti-venom and new anti-venom testing. It's pretty crazy. It's a really...
That's really neat.
Cool map, yeah. This makes me want to play around with integrating travel.
Whoa, talk about some serious analog right there.
Yes. Venomous,
Venomous snakes, woo, yeah. That's an analog I'll probably never share on the show, although I do love snakes. I think they're super cute pets.
In any case, thanks Dave for sending that one in.
Yes, thank you. And remember, last off, once in a while, this is the part we've all been waiting for. Put down the phone, step away from the screen, close the laptop, and do something analog, like go see an eclipse.
Everybody says that 100% totality in a solar eclipse is 100 times better than 99%. They're wrong. It's like 1,000 times better. Also, getting lucky with the weather is critical. 30, 40 miles south of us, smoke from the forest fires was nasty.
Yep.
Our totality neighbor in our campsite took a picture of this. And the stuff you're looking at on the red side, Celine, thanks for sharing this. That is an actual flare.
That is a solar flare.
It is so crazy. This was at like 99.99%. It was mind-blowing.
Yeah. Amazing.
Emotional, incredible.
It really was an emotional moment. Like, yeah. So I got to say props to you too, Patrick, for sharing MrEclipse.com with me and linking to his solar eclipse exposure guide. I found this to be incredibly helpful when I went up there to watch the solar eclipse. Also, I wanted to mention, if you do have your glasses left over, Astronomers Without Borders is going to be collecting glasses. They don't have a shipping place yet, but if you sign up for their newsletter newsletter.
Awesome.
They will post the address that you can send your glasses to. They're going to use those glasses in some like lower income areas and places across the world, like different countries, where they will be able to donate these to students to further their own astronomy appeal and everything. So yeah, definitely donate your glasses because they do expire after 3 years, which I didn't know, but a lot of them expire after 3 years. So yeah, donate them now so that they can use them over the course of the next 3 years, and then just get yourself some new ones for the 2024 eclipse, which happens in the US as well. So very cool. I wanted to share, last off, this video, which was my analog, that my friend Anthony Nielsen made. You can follow him on Instagram. I'll put his link down in the links below. But he made this video, just a really quick 1-minute video of us watching the totality happen. And just the things that came out of our mouths were so funny to me. I was not expecting myself to say the things that I said. Whoa, it's dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. What?
Look at it. Oh, not good. Almost time to click.
Here it comes.
Wow! Oh my God!
It was so much cooler than I thought it would be.
Oh, here it comes. Diamond ring! Woo! Wow! Here it comes. Yeah, you don't know what you're going to say or how you're going to actually experience it until you actually do.
You were in Mitchell?
Yeah, I was in Mitchell.
We were 3 miles away from each other.
Are you serious? That's awesome. Yeah, we were at the top of a hill on some random farm that we found on Hip Camp, which is a website apparently. I've never been there myself.
For hip campers.
Nicest
Glamping.
people opened up their farm to let people drive up to it and be able to park their cars on the side of a hill. And I was scared because we were in a two-wheel drive Camry rental that we were going to fall down this hillside, but
There's
we were fine.
always a tractor that can pull you to the road.
Yep, there was a tractor there. It was prepared. It was fun. Beautiful, beautiful.
Words completely fail both of us for describing how extraordinary the experience of a total eclipse is.
It's true.
I think we both highly recommend, if you get a chance, you should try to go see one. If you, we'll put the Wikipedia entry for the list of total eclipses in the 21st century. This is the August 21st, 2017 entry. The next total eclipse happens July 2, 2019, which basically means going to Chile or the Pitcairn Islands. And after that, the next total eclipse is December 14, 2020, also in southern Chile.
Ooh.
And you
Polynesia.
can keep going down
All right,
this.
I'm down.
December 4, 2021, total eclipse in Antarctica, which I would love to go to and probably will never get to. And then April 8th, 2024, total eclipse in Mexico, central and northeastern United States and eastern Canada.
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 Cool. So plenty of them coming up. So anyone across the world, if you get a chance, definitely go see one.
Go see one.
All right, I think that's it.
I'm Badger Norton.
I'm Shannon Morse.
We'll see you next week on TekThing. Send your questions in to ask@tekthing.com. And as always, we want to thank everyone who helps to sponsor the show via patreon.com/TekThing and patreon.com. You build video, go and find it.
So what's the new build video?
Not in correct order. Turning a power supply into a benchtop power supply for 5 and 12 volts.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Actually, it's amazing how better they work than some of the cheap power supplies I've bought off of the interwebs.
Yeah.
I'm doing a server. I realized I wanted to be able to download all of our iTunes videos and for the kids to access them off iPad in the car. So I'm building a little mini server, a mini wireless server to run video sharing in the car.
That's neat.
Although we usually actually force the kids to not watch what's going on the screen and to actually look out the window and see the cool stuff. I saw a bald eagle.
You did?
I've never seen a bald eagle before.
Oh, that's so cool.
I saw a bald eagle on the drive up.
I've seen one. I don't think so. I've ever seen one in the wild.
It was.
That's cool.
Sarah spotted it and was like, there. I'm like,
oh.
Because I've never seen one in the wild.
That's so.
It was sitting up there looking like Sam the Eagle. It's just very like.
That's so cool.
I'm just going to watch you go to the eclipse, and later on I will fish in that lake. Yeah, it was like Lower Lake Klamath.
That's awesome.
Close to that.